Well, we are live just slightly early. And sometimes I like to go live just a little bit early so that I can give people time to get the notification. And there it goes. See, right on cue. So if I got the notification, other people have gotten a notification, and we can do a quick countdown to we get started. I'm not into all the huge technological pieces. So it's just me. You don't get a fancy countdown. You just get me until we are ready to roll. And it's only a minute off. I'm just pulling up my calendar here because at the beginning I kind of go through. Yep, look, everything is just giving me notifications. Well, the beautiful thing is I don't have to worry about going live anywhere else but here, because for the new year and ongoing, if you don't catch me here on Instagram, you don't catch me. So, no, here on YouTube, you don't catch me. No more Instagram. I only said it because the notification I just got was telling me to start my Instagram, but I'm not going live there. Anywho, let's hop on into these things. Why don't we? Tonight's sex, love, and marriage room, I think, really will. Hey, Ken, thank you for joining me tonight. I think tonight's room will probably strike a nerve, resonate with, prompt, touch many people in many different ways because the topic is it's been ramped up a lot more. It's been talked about a lot more, and it's been brought to the forefront a lot more than in the past. And I'll talk about kind of the history of it, the origin of it, outskirts of it, with understanding completely that I am not a licensed therapist or licensed professional to diagnose anyone. That is my full disclaimer. Everything that I do here is strictly based on information that I've researched, read, that I've experienced, that I've seen, and my opinion strictly. That is my disclaimer. So let's get rocking and rolling. So, welcome everyone to Sex, Love, Marriage. I am your favorite life coach and certified clinical sexologist, Coach K, with another amazing topic where I am coming to you every single Tuesday night, new time, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, with a different topic about sex, love, and marriage. Why? Because I want to get more conversation started, and these videos have done that. So thank you all who continue to support. If you have not already, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel and that you turn your notifications on so that you know when I am going live. And if there's ever a topic that you would like to touch on, please feel free to send that to me directly, and I'll make sure that we get it in the schedule. Before we get too far into the topic, just a couple of reminders for you all that we have many things coming up, many events coming up. Here in January, on January the 28th, right here in Richmond, we have couples, candles, and conversation. So we are doing candle making 101 for couples here on January the 28th. To get more information about that, just head on over to eventbrite.com, search Coach K101, and you will find that, or just reach out to me directly and I get that to you. On February the 4th, ladies, we have She Flow, a sensual touch, ladies sensual touch class just for you. And that is February the 4th at 4:30 p.m. right here in Richmond. And then on February the 11th, couples, it is back. Mindfuck, the couples sensual touch yoga class is back on February the 11th. Just know limited space is available. So for all of these events, so make sure you get your registration in early. Also, ladies, in March, we have PJs and BJs. It's time to get that head knowledge together, educational wise. So, this is an educational class for ladies. BJs and PJs. Super fun. And then the last reminder is registration is still open for the third annual Fools in Love couples retreat that is happening March the 30th through April the 2nd in the amazing city of Williamsburg, Virginia. We're only taking 5 couples, so make sure you register early. Payment plans are still available through the end of this month, so don't miss out. All you have to do is get yourself to the location. We take care of everything else. Your package includes your stay for the entire weekend, all of your meals, all of the materials you need, and just a whole host of good times. So let's dive into it. So tonight's topic is gaslighting real? The reason why I chose this particular topic, it's actually been on the schedule for a little while, is because I watch a lot of reality TV. I do this because I don't have drama in my life, so why not watch it on TV? And plus, it is a clinical sexologist's dream to see these different cases and to watch these couples and women interact and kind of break things down like, wow, okay, this is how we're thinking. Now we see why the world that we live in is kind of shaping the way that it is because reality TV. And I've watched a lot of what we know today as gaslighting happening, and it can get frustrating to watch it. But when it's in your own backyard, what do you do? And is it even real? So let me give you a quick history on gaslighting. So, gaslighting, loosely defined, is manipulating someone um, into making them question their own reality. This term comes from the title of a 1944 American film, Gaslight, which was taken from a 1938 British theater play called Gaslight. Now, the play in 1938 called Gaslight was written by its playwright by Patrick Hamilton, and it is based on a dark tale of a marriage where this guy basically deceives and tricks his wife into questioning her own reality and sanity in order to steal from her. And so while this started out as a play, it was a dark time in the playwriter's life. And this is what he kind of came up with. Well, that term just continued to live on. And I think there were 2 additional films that were created from that. One was an American film, and then another, I forgot where the other one was from, but 2 other films came from that. So definitely look those up. I know I am. The term stayed around, but it wasn't until the mid 2010s, so about 2015, is kind of where that term really started to raise up. And I think more therapists and counselors started to utilize it when it comes to their patients a little more to help them when it came to them not believing their own eyes, not believing their own feelings, and the manipulation that was seen in relationships. Now, generally speaking, when we think of gaslighting, we automatically think of how men gaslight women. But guess what? Women also gaslight men. That's just a reality. Adults gaslight children. But what truly is gaslighting? So, in the example that I put on Instagram today, if you're not following me on Instagram, make sure you head on over there after this is over and search Coach K101, COACHKAY 101, so that you can see that post. I put up the scenario that says, you're getting wet during a thunderstorm. However, you're being told that it's not raining. What do you believe? What you're experiencing or what you're being told? Believe it or not, there are a group of people that would actually believe what they're being told versus what they're actively experiencing. That is the manipulation of someone's reality into what the other party would like for them to believe. I don't know if you guys have heard the term, don't pee on me and tell me that it's raining. That's close. That's not exactly what gaslighting is, but that is a very close example of what I'm talking about here, where if you were standing above someone's head every single day and you just peed on them, but you kept telling them, oh, it's nothing but rain, it's nothing but rain. Eventually, if this person trusts you, that's a key term. If this person has grown to trust you, and there are ways that this manipulator can get you in that position of trusting them, completely trusting them, not your own reality, not the people who may be, close to you trying to get you out of a situation, but you start to trust this person who's peeing on you and telling you that it's raining. And then you start to question yourself. You start to discredit and disbelieve yourself. So, someone who gaslights you would often change the story. And what does that mean? Say there was a friend who saw your husband or wife out with someone else, and they were very much cozy in a seductive, sensual, and meaningful, intimate way. And they came back and they told you, and so you confront your partner, hey, so and so let me know, or maybe you don't even give the name, but so and so let me know that you were out with another, and just for the sake of my scenario, I'm going to use my husband being out with another woman. She told me that you were out with another woman. You guys were kind of hugged up, you were kissing, you were very intimate, it was an intimate setting. What's the deal? And so my husband would change the story to make it as if the friend was making the whole thing up, and that there's something wrong with that friend, and would try their best to make me feel as though the friend that came to me is lying. And that would make me want to discredit and distrust the friend who has my best interest at heart, because I'm in love with my husband. I'm in love with this man who we're growing together. Now I'm starting to kind of question my own mind and my friend's mind. Someone who would gaslight you would also deny a situation altogether. Say that you were driving down the street and you were at a red light and you so happen to look over and you see your husband's car parked outside of the Ritz-Carlton. And you look again, it's like, oh, wow, my husband's at the Ritz-Carlton. What are they doing there? So you go on about your day. No, you're driving. You get home, husband gets home, and you say, hey, babe, I saw your car parked outside the Ritz-Carlton. What were you doing at the hotel? Well, even though you saw and your husband's car, your husband denying that situation even happened. You didn't see my car. Well, babe, I did. I saw your car because we have that little red sticker in the back window. And I also saw the baby's car seat in the back right corner. So at this point, if my husband is starting to completely deny the situation, saying that you did not see me, there's no way you saw me. I wasn't there. That wasn't our car. There's no way that you saw me there. Gets you to the point where you walk outside with your husband and you have to check your own reality, and you look at the car and you see the red sticker in the car seat, the same red sticker and car seat that you saw in the exact same car that was parked outside this hotel, as your husband continues to deny that he was never there and you never saw this car there. Not just denying that he was there, but denying that you didn't see with your own eyes exactly what you saw. That is someone who is trying to gaslight you. And the other thing that someone who is looking to gaslight you would do would make you question your own sanity. Now, if this is a continuous cycle, and let's talk about a habitual cheater, someone who's always being caught in different places. If you have confronted your partner 4 times, and 4 different times your partner has completely denied, not that they've been at this place, but have denied that you've seen what you've actually seen, it starts to make you question your own self. It makes you question, why am I such a person that is so accusatory of my husband, the husband that loves me, the husband that provides for me, the husband that does 98% of everything else amazing. But this 2% that you continue to catch will start to make you question yourself. Because why would someone who is 98% invested in me, invested in our future, that loves me, that cares for me, that provides for me, that is there for me when I need them, why would someone do anything that would make me accuse them? So now you start to question your own reality. Well, maybe I didn't see his car parked outside of those places. Maybe I thought that's what I saw. You might even question whether or not you rode down that road. It could get that bad. It's easy for someone on the outside looking in to look at that woman and say, damn, she's dumb. How can she really not know? As the friend who told her, I told her that I saw him out with someone. She called and told me that she's seen his car on numerous occasions. But now she's distancing herself from me and our other friends, and she's clinging on to this man who's obviously just telling her anything and she believes it. Where do you go from there? Where do you go when now you're not only questioning your own reality, but you feel judged, which now makes you feel ashamed? And the further underneath of all of these feelings that you go, it makes it that much more difficult to dig your way up and out back to a stable reality. What do you do? How do you function? How do you even, can you even recognize that it's happening? Because you're starting to question everyone around you except for the one person who you feel that you can trust, which is the person that is manipulating you into thinking that you shouldn't trust your own reality. If you've ever been the person that is on the outside looking in and be like, damn, she's dumb, or damn, he's dumb. He's told her a million times that he's not there, and I'm sitting here watching, and it is. He said that 5 seconds ago he didn't just walk out of the bathroom with this woman and then go back to the dinner table with her when I just saw it happen. He's telling her, you don't smell someone else's perfume. That must be your own perfume you're smelling. And she's believing it. Oh my gosh. For the person who is making this judgment on that woman or on that man, I ask you to stop. I ask you to take a step back. And I ask that you support from a distance. It is very easy as the friend to just say, fuck it, I'm out. I don't have time for this. You don't listen to me anyway, whatever. But I ask that you give this person grace and time. I ask that you just suggest that they seek counsel. Now, I will say that if this woman takes her husband and said, let's go get counseling, he's probably going to agree at some point to go in order to keep the boat from rocking too much. But he also may take all of the items that he's learning in this counseling session and turn it against her, which may cause her to no longer be fully transparent in the counsel. And that's up to the counselor to, of course, recognize this. Again, I'm not a licensed therapist. I'm not here to diagnose or tell anyone how they should be. I'm only here with my opinion, things I've read and researched. Full disclaimer. If you've seen someone who gets to that place, they're completely overwhelmed. They're no longer functioning within their self of sanity. They're almost going in an insane place. They don't look like themselves anymore. They don't dress like themselves anymore. They start to think something is wrong with them. And it can get to a very low place, very low place. So all you can do as a person outside looking in is support from a distance and suggest support for them. Help them to know that their reality is their reality. When there are things that they get absolutely right, make sure you tell them. Yeah, yes, I saw that bird too. Yeah, you're absolutely right. When I was watching a TV show, that guy did X, Y, and Z. And it seems trivial, it seems silly, but those little tiny things, they really do matter. When you start to dismiss and ignore that person, then they say, you know, my husband was right all the time. She must doesn't care about me. She doesn't call. She doesn't agree with some of the things that I know that I've seen. So maybe he's absolutely right. And every time that your friend comes to you with an issue or problem, they're not always coming to you for you to solve it. They may just be coming to you for you to listen and confirm what they're feeling. The more you can confirm what they're feeling, the more you may be able to confirm what's in their reality, which helps them to build themselves back up against the gaslighting. So, is gaslighting real? It absolutely is. Is it done sometimes by accident? One could argue that. Is it done most times on purpose? Absolutely. But it comes from when an adult gaslights you as a child. And yes, sometimes as an adult, you have to finagle some truths for a 3-year old, you know, when it comes to, like, say, Santa Claus or something like that. Um, but when it gets to a place where you're an adult is consistently manipulating a minor child or someone who is in an immature place, meaning it could be a college student and a professor that is a authoritative figure with an immature mind in that situation. So not necessarily child and parent or child adult, but it's two adults, but one in an authoritative position and one in a learning position that it can happen to. When you take it to the extreme where it's a consistent thing where you're always trying to change that child's or that inferior person's mind, that becomes a part of their being. That is where sometimes additional abusive situations can arise. And if it's done to a child at a very young age, then that child grows into a place where they are not able to trust themselves enough to fight against someone who does it to them as an adult. And so they're more easily manipulated into situations such as that. One show that I can think of right off the top of my head, and this is one of the shows that I do watch on reality TV. Don't judge me, judge your mama. Nah, I'm just joking. Don't judge her either, but don't judge me. But I do watch Life After Lockup and Love After Lockup. And to look at some of the manipulation that happens in that show, it's scary. But if you really sit and listen to those who are being manipulated and you hear and see how they interact with their families, because I've seen people with affluent families, families with money, families who are successful. I've watched that their child seek out to be with an inmate, get completely manipulated throughout that. And I watch the relationship they've had with their family, and I'm listening to them consistently also being manipulated there. So it's a comfort place for them. They're used to being manipulated into doing and believing whatever it is that their family would think is the best for them. And so, of course, they would get a partner who's going to do the same thing because that's their safe place. Woo! I done talked y'all head on this topic. So, is gaslighting real? I still ask you that. If you are catching the replay, let me know. If you have a story, if you have a view on this, if you would like to just share your experience, please, please, please feel free. Share it, comment, let us know if this video is something that may be able to spark a conversation or help someone that you know who may be in this situation. Feel free to share it. Also, if you are in or you feel as though you may be in this situation, feel free to reach out. If not to me, to another professional that's able to guide you to a place where you feel solidified and trusting yourself, because it comes down to trusting, believing in yourself. This has been another amazing topic for sex, love, marriage. Is gaslighting real? Just know that we are here every single, and I say we, yes, I talk about myself and multiple. Well, look, she's here too. We are here every Tuesday night at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on YouTube only. You don't get me anywhere else, where we have an amazing topic every week on all things sex, love, marriage. So I will be back next Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. with a new topic. I don't have it for you just yet, but if you are following me on any of my social media, then you know that I'll post it then. So you guys have an amazing evening. And again, if you need me, feel free to reach out. I'm here for you as you need me. You can go to loveandintimacy101.com, learn more about myself and my practice. And I will see you guys later. Have a good night.